show will still go on. After you've gone, you'll still linger on in hearts that you've won. It doesn't really matter if critics will review your very last performance. We'll still remember you. We're gathering the stars. The show will still go on. After you've gone, you'll still linger on in the hearts that you've won. We'll carry on when hopes are gone, and when we're down, send in the clouds, and through the pain we'll smile again. It's just a game, and we will play our lives away, 'cause all the world's our stage. We're gathering the stars.
I don't want anything from you. Just shelter for the night. You have noticed it's dangerous outside. We shouldn't be taken in strays. You can't keep us in here forever.
Is that a fact?
You're gonna wish you'd never done this. Only by then it'll be too late.
The Tribe. Monday and Tuesday, 4:30, SABC 2.
Tuesday on 2.
So you won't commit to this marriage. And neither will you.
Marriage counseling with an edge.
Come clean with your wife so you can go forward. You don't fight for your wife at all.
I'm John Taffer. For the last 35 years, I've been rescuing bars. Now, after decades of rescuing businesses and changing people's lives, I'm primed and prepped to tackle my next great challenge, rescuing marriages. I've invited couples who tried conventional marriage therapy and failed to a 5-star resort in Puerto Rico. But this is not a vacation.
She thinks less of you today than the day she married you.
You're a liar! Don't play that game with me! Don't play that game with me!
I don't know if I can do that.
This is Marriage Rescue.
One last chance. It's make or break. Marriage Rescue, Tuesday morning at 9 on 2.
Well, that's leading SA actress, singer and television personality Andre Hattingh, who has recorded a new song called Gathering the Stars. The song is a tribute honouring over 142 South African showbiz personalities who sadly passed away due to COVID-19 and other reasons in the past 2 years during lockdown. Andre joins us now to share more about the song, which we heard a bit before the break. Andre, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live. Tell us about the song. What's the inspiration behind writing a song that pays tribute to your colleagues in the showbiz industry?
Oh, you know, it's an amazing story because we all, as South Africans, experienced lockdown. And during lockdown, we were all very isolated. And it was this like dark period of time where we were only connected by this thin line called the internet and social media. It was a very strange time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so the only thing we could do was to communicate through internet. And every day I was hearing more and more of my very close friends had passed away. And it was very heartbreaking because you couldn't go to their families and give them a hug, and you couldn't go and say goodbye, and you couldn't create a memorial. And I had one day after the other happening like this. And so I wrote a poem. And I write lots of poems because this was like cathartic during the lockdown. And I posted on Facebook. And one of my friends said, "Oh, Andre, you're such a songwriter. Why don't you write a song about this?" And so I wrote the song, Gathering the Stars, standing in the kitchen, thinking about all my beautiful friends who were no longer there. And I suddenly got this song in my head saying, "We're gathering the stars."
And it is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Talk to about how you decide, okay, it's 142 artists. How do you decide who to include in there?
Yes,
it was far enough.
It was very difficult. So fortunately, because the song, when it was born, was a whole year ago, and it took a whole year to get people who are prepared to give their time and trouble for nothing.
Yes.
So I got the most wonderful team together. I got the top cameraman, Dominic Black, and the most wonderful producer for the song called Joe Arthur. All names that I'm sure you all know. And a fabulous team of friends and people in production, and they all kind of helped me, to get the actual song together. So because it took that period of time, I was able to post on Facebook and say, "Please give me a name. Give me names of everyone who is close to you who would like to be included in my tribute." Nobody knew what the tribute was. They thought I was just going to put it on Facebook. But instead we got together and we made this video. And so it's for everyone really to say goodbye, because nobody had the chance or opportunity to say goodbye.
Let's talk about, you talked a little bit about that, about the production team on the video, the concept of the video. What was it when you first started to say, okay, let's work on this, the pictures would be nice? Because I'm looking at now, it's almost like a picture wall of all of the artists. How did this come about?
The concept of the video was, I think the essence of it was that it's set in a dressing room to tell people this is the life of an actor. This is how actors' lives are. It's not all about glamour and paint. It's about a difficult life that you have to expose everything you have, and the whole world looks at you. And you are being reviewed every day of your life. But if you suddenly go out of fashion, you've lost everything. So the actual song tells the story about being an actor on stage. And so that's why we chose the dressing room as the part to give you the feeling that I'm dressing up and then I'm performing. But a lot of the concept was actually thanks to Dominic Black. He said to me, I was still thinking, I've got to show all the photographs of all these people, how am I going to do it? And he said, "No, Andre, let's make a wall, a beautiful wall tribute with all the faces." And we had no time at all when you're doing a production for nothing, when people are giving their special time.
Exactly.
You're under such pressure. And I think it was the day before he said, "I want all 110 photographs, or 142 photographs." And we said, okay. So we had a lot of time printing out and getting it all ready. And then it worked so marvelously by pinning them up on the walls and being able to say goodbye, and then also the names coming up.
Yes, I was about to ask about that as well. Right in the beginning, we see the names of the artists come about as well. That's also a very nice touch to the video.
Oh, thank you.
Talk to us about that. Whose idea was it okay, we have the wall with the pictures, but how about we add the names?
Yes, no, well, the names were going to be there anyway, but I think the way it was done was also the director, he was full of wonderful ideas, so I was very grateful because we wanted to run the names, but then not quite sure how to use it, but he's got such a wonderful vision, this man, so he said, "No, this is how we must do it," and he said, "Just trust me," and I did trust him.
And it's beautiful. Andre, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so
Good luck with this video, such a beautiful concept. Andre Hattingh has recorded a new song called Gathering the Stars, paying tribute to talented performers and showbiz crew, musicians, management who lost in the past 2 years. All right, sports time with Cindy, and then Andre is going to perform for us. Stay with us.
You still linger on in the hearts that you won.
Is that true?
your sports news now.